Hey and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sharon and I'm especially passionate about beauty on a budget and smart consumerism when it comes to beauty. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I would love for you to consider subscribing to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be taking you through all of my 2020 Project Pan products, as well as introducing you to what Project Pan is, why I'm doing it, and so on and so forth. So if you're new to what the term Project Pan is, or you're not really into makeup yourself, then let me just explain to you what it is. If you are really into makeup, you're a makeup enthusiast, and you followed the makeup and beauty YouTube community within the past few years, for me, I was especially victim to that. You guys, if you go back to my old videos, I was living through it. I was following all of the makeup YouTubers. I was really getting into it. It was a hobby. And years ago for me, 2014, 2015, 2016, that was when, for me, the peak of the beauty community was. And I was really following all of the latest trends, product releases. Beauty companies were on the rise. They were pushing buy. Limited edition products were coming left, right, and center. Basically, if you lived through that time, you're an enthusiast then like me, you probably have an extensive or somewhat large makeup collection. So Project Pan was developed, not sure by who, but whoever did, great term. And basically what it is a focusing of effort by makeup enthusiasts to actually use up their makeup collection. And it comes from the term of when you hit pan on a product. So this is a highlighter that I've used a lot, and you can see that back bit there, that is the pan of the product, and that's where the term Project Pan comes from. Now, I have been watching Kat and Hayley from Beauty News, so I'm gonna link their channels below, and their Project Pan, I'm using their hashtag Team Project Pan 2020, and hopefully that will connect me with other Project Panners who are doing this project. I kind of slipped out of the beauty community and have been on a low buy / no buy for the past 3 years, and basically when I fell off making YouTube videos in 2016 to 2017, that's when I was saving up to go on my study abroad in America, and I was finishing my last year of uni and I wanted to save up to travel Europe. And then as I got a little bit older, makeup as a hobby started to not, it just wasn't as important to me. I had other priorities in my life. I wanted to save to invest, save for the future. For me, I've kind of inadvertently been doing a Project Pan where I have products that I really use and I really love, but I wanted to document it on my channel and just be a part of the community. Why I'm also doing this project is to show you guys and to show myself how long it really takes to use up a full product. I don't want to buy any more highlighters for myself. You guys saw my highlighter collection video. I've got like 16 of those and I haven't even finished one full one. So there you go. And the last reason why I wanted to do this project is because I just wanted to have a go-to stash when it came to makeup, so I knew exactly what I would wear, kind of like how Steve Jobs had the one skivvy turtleneck that he wore. I just don't want makeup to be a sort of worry. I don't want it to take extra time when I'm getting ready for work. I want to know exactly what makeup products I can use instead of being like, there are all these options. I don't want to waste my time. I just want to be efficient. So there we have it. I'm going to take you through all of the products that I've chosen and the rules and how it all works. So basically I've chosen all base products as well as some lip products. I haven't included any eye palettes because I have so many of those. It will take years, or I think it's impossible to finish an eyeshadow palette. I don't even think I've hit pan on my eyeshadows because I have so many. But yeah, I'm going to focus on the base products, and basically this is going to be on a rolling basis. So I'm going to do quarterly check-ins with you guys every 3 months. If there's anything from the collection or what I have from my Project Pan stash that I don't like, then I can swap out of it. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. These are going to be the products that I mainly use. That doesn't mean I can't try out other products because I obviously have a beauty channel and sometimes I do want to try other things, but these are going to be the main things that I'm going to be using, and I'll check in with you guys every quarter to let you know how I've gone with them and what I think of them and how I have gone in about finishing them. Starting off with primers, the one that I'm starting off with is the Maybelline Face Studio Primer. This is a hydrating primer. I actually don't own very many primers. This is probably one of 3 that I own. And I stopped buying primers because I did feel like it was an extra step. I didn't feel like it was making my makeup last longer. This is basically like a moisturizer, and I actually did film a video where I compared this on one side of my face versus not wearing a primer, and Turns out this didn't really help much at all. I never ended up posting the video, but yeah, I just want to use it up. It does help my makeup feel a little bit better because it is super hydrating and my skin can get really dry. I have noticed that using this underneath the Australis Fresh and Flawless foundation that's very dry seems to help. In terms of how much I have, I feel like I've got about 3/4 of it left. I really didn't use much, maybe two-thirds of it left. The next one I have makeup correctors. So I've had these LA Girl Pro Conceal correctors for, I want to say, a couple of years now, and I probably should throw it away, but I'm still using it. I actually did use them today and I haven't broken out or gotten any rashes, so I'm just going to use these up. These take so long to use up because I only use a tiny bit of it, especially the orange corrector, and I've had it, as I said, for almost 2 years. The green one is almost used up, I would say maybe halfway, but the orange one looks like it's still pretty much full. For foundation, I've actually got 2 different types and I'm just going to mix and match depending on what I feel like, but the ones that I've chosen, I've got the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation. I got this in America in my makeup haul that I posted a while ago, so I'm still trying to use up makeup from that haul. As you can see, this one, I really do like it. It is a really great color match. This one says it's foundation and concealer. It's hydrating, it's not cakey. I really do enjoy wearing this one, so I have no problems with that, and I just want to use it up. I think I've got about 3/4 or 2/3 of it left. For concealers, I've got my Tarte Shape Tape. I've had this for almost 2 years now. I've got the shades medium and light medium. And guys, this is such a ridiculous, stupid thing. Tell me if you have high-end and drugstore makeup, if I'm not the only one that does this, but I tend to purposely not use my high-end makeup and just use my drugstore makeup instead on an everyday basis because I feel guilty for using the high-end makeup and I feel like I want to save it for a special occasion, but that's just stupid because it expires and I should just use it. These are really good. Okay, this is like the 4th time that my camera has overheated, so if I'm out of frame, that's why. So these are the concealers that I have and that I'm going to use up, and yeah, it was such a stupid thing for me to care about the fact that they were high-end. It's makeup, you should use it, it's going to expire, move on, next. For contour, I've got the Stila Shape and Shade Custom Contour Duo. This one I picked up when I was in Europe last year, and it says this lasts for 2 years. I think I've had it open for less than a year, so I just want to try and finish it up in the time. So far, I've really been enjoying it. It's really nice to contour and just gives the perfect 2 shades. So yeah, I really like it so far and it hasn't dried out, so that one's pretty good. Then for setting the under eyes, I've got my Undereye Banana Powder. This one is an OG. I've been using this for years. I did a review of it years ago on my channel when I first started kind of really getting into makeup and being on YouTube. This one, that's how much we've got left. This is actually the 2nd tub of the Undereye Banana Powder, halfway to go with it. This is actually easy to use up, especially if I'm baking and stuff. I have kind of stopped baking as much and I just tend to set my under eye makeup, but yeah, I really want to finish that up. So I'm gonna work on that. This is, I feel like, is definitely doable. Then to set the rest of my face, I've got this Nude by Nature Press Mineral Cover in the shade Tan. This one I picked up from the price sign 40% off sale like last year or something, and I've been kind of rotating between other powders. And yeah, I just want to use it up. It's okay. It is a little bit, I don't know if it's a little bit dark for me. It is just a tiny bit dark for me, but it works well. I like that it's organic and everything. You just want to use it before the expiry. So far it's fine, not amazing or anything, it does its job. Then for bronzer, now this one, you guys are going to be, if you're into the pan porn, then you're going to love this. This is my Benefit Hoola bronzer. I got this when I was in America a couple years ago and I featured it in my huge US haul, but look at it, I'm almost there, almost done. And this honestly is my favorite bronzer that I've used, which is rare because you guys know I love drugstore products, but I have to say this one is amazing. It's perfect to contour and bronze with. Not too warm, not too grey, just a perfect shade. I'm almost there and I already have a backup of this, so I'm excited to finish the rest of that up, but that is my beautiful pan. Then for blush, I've got 2 blushes that I want to rotate between. I've got the Maybelline Master Glaze blush stick. The cap is kind of broken, and this one is in the shade Coral Sheen. I used it the other day when I was doing my makeup, and I really like the cream texture. I feel like if I want a dewy look, I can achieve it with that. And then for my powder blush, I've got the Savvy by DB blush. This one is in Cherry, and you guys know if you've been watching my videos kind of recently, I have been using this blush a lot. It's broken, it's like been through the wall, and I usually take this with me in my bag. So I've got that. The next one that I have, this is going to be something that I'm going to rotate in between the other products. Now this is the Tarte Hamptons, what is it called? Hamptons Weekend Contour Palette. I got this for my birthday a couple of years ago, and this is like my go-to travel palette. So this is actually my work makeup bag, and when I go to the office, I've got a few things to touch up during the day. I never end up touching up during the day because I always forget, and I'm sitting at my desk for hours and I forget. But this is something that I will take because it's got all the highlight, contour and blush shades, so it's perfect to touch up with. So as you can see, I've already used and hit pan on the highlighter, but I want to focus on using those. So I've got the bronzer and this to rotate in between. For highlighter, I also have the Maryloumanizer by the Balm. So this one I really love, and you guys know this is my favorite highlighter of all time, so I just want to keep using it. This has been my favorite for a while, so want to use that up. We also have the Colourpop Flexitarian Super Shock Cheek. If you saw my best and worst highlighters video, I also included this with my best highlighter, and you can see that I've hit pan. This is actually quite easy to finish up, and I like layering it underneath powder highlighters, so this is going to be easy to use up, and definitely something I would repurchase. But I do have a lot of powder highlighters, so I want to go through those, but this is a really good cream to powder one that I really like. So that's everything for the face products. The last face product that I have, this is the Revolution Sports Fix setting spray. I picked this up pretty recently. This is very new compared to the other things that I have. This one I picked up in the price sign 40% off sale recently. I really like it so far. It gives your skin a nice glow, nice finish, and also mattifies it. I want to keep using it to see if it actually works well, and this one is still pretty full. I just got it and I've used it a few times, but I'm really liking it, and I also used it on my face today. So those are all the face things. Now I'm going to move on to the eyes and eyebrow things and everything else that I have in here, which is lips, eyes, and eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I want to finish my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. So this one is an ash brown. I've had this one for almost 2 years, and I do use other brow products. I also use a pencil, but this is primarily what I use when I'm not tinting my brows. This is going to be easy to finish up, and I'm almost there. I actually do have an old pan of it. I don't know why I'm still holding onto it, but this is the first ABH pomade that I got like in 2017, so I'm still holding on to that. I'm going to take a photo of it and post it somewhere, so just holding on to that. But yes, I've got the ABH pomade in ash brown that I want to finish up, and that I know that I can finish up hopefully. Oh, so this is another random thing I have. This is a MAC Soft Ochre paint pot. Now I used to use this as an eye primer, and you can see that I've hit pan on it and I've almost finished it up. This one I bought like a few years ago when I first went to MAC, but I stopped using it as an eye primer because I found it to be quite drying, and it would kind of make my eyes patchy, which is why I've started using concealers on my eyes as a primer. I actually want to use this on my nose as a nose primer because foundation rubs off so easily on my nose. My nose is such a sensitive area. I must be like rubbing it or something, which is really gross during the day, but it always comes off. And I've noticed that putting this underneath my foundation is a way to help the foundation last on my nose. And the color is kind of, it's not similar to my foundation, but if I put my foundation on top, it is quite helpful. So that's a hack to help you make foundation last on your nose, is to use an eye primer around the area. So that's what I'm going to be using this for. On the topic of kind of eye primers, I've got two. This is the e.l.f. sheer eye primer. I think this one's actually finished, or it's already dried up, so I'm going to try and finish using this up first for when I'm going to work, and then when I'm doing like eye looks, you guys know I've already been using this a lot. This is a Makeup Revolution C1 Conceal and Define Concealer, so that's what I used on my eyes now. I'm going to be using this for my makeup looks, this for a more natural everyday look, but this one's almost finished anyway, so I'm going to be using that, the Revolution one. Then I have what do I have? I've got the Maybelline Brow Drama Sculpting Brow Mascara in medium brown. I use this to set my brows. I've had this, I feel like it's been like a year. I grabbed this in the last Priceline sale and it's still going. I used it today, so gonna hopefully finish that, and then after that I think I want to try just getting a clear brow gel because I miss using clear brow gel. For eyeliner, I've got my NYC liquid liner. I swear this thing has lasted like almost 2 years. I bought like 7 or something when I went to America a few years ago, and I don't know what I'm gonna do when it runs out because it is my holy grail eyeliner. I used it, no I didn't use it today, but this is the one that I normally use, and I don't even know how much is left in it because it feels like this just doesn't run out. So yeah, this one has been going on for almost 2 years now, still going strong. When it runs out, it runs out. I'll let you guys know, but it hasn't dried out or anything like that. Then I have my Barry M Glitter Fixer Gel. You guys know I've been using this recently. I really love using it underneath shimmer shadows, whether the eyeshadows be drugstore or high-end. They really help bring out more of a foiled shimmer effect, and that's what I used for this Beauty Glazed AliExpress palette that I was trying out, and it really helped bring that out. So I don't know how much is left of that, maybe like 3/4 or more than 3/4. Most of it is still left, so I'm gonna focus on using that up, and you only need a tiny dot of it every time you use it, so it might take a while to finish that one up. Then for my eyelash glue, I've got the Lash Couture Strip Lash Adhesive. This is with Biden and Blueberry, and it's latex free. I really like it. I have been struggling to find an eyelash glue that works well, and this is the exact type of formula that I really like. I don't like the duo glue. This one is amazing, and I got this from Priceline. It's relatively affordable, and I really like this type of formula. So I only have one lash glue, so I'm going to be using that, and I definitely would repurchase that after I run out of it. So gonna focus on that. Okay, so the last couple of eye things that I have, I've got my Inglot black pencil liner and my Models Prefer Infinite Color Water Eye Pencil in Nude Ambition. So the Inglot one I got last year in Europe, and I just want to finish it up. This actually lasts for 3 years, but I just want to use one eyeliner up at a time. This is just a basic black eyeliner, but so far Inglot is really good, doesn't smudge too bad I don't think. And this one you guys know I love. It's good for drawing like a crease on your cut crease and to make it like a glitter liner. So I love that. You guys know, if you've watched my videos recently, I talked about it in my Priceline videos. Mascara, I've got my Maybelline Lash Sensational. I'd say I've had it for probably about like 2 months. I opened it during quarantine. Haven't run out of it yet, and it hasn't dried out on me. It's working well. So all good there. And then finally, we're getting to the end of it. Talking about lip products, I've got these ones here that I want to try and finish up. I have been using the Savvy lip liner in Natural. I've featured this a lot in my videos, and I always pair these up with these two lip colors that I've really been enjoying. So the first one I have is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. This is in Stockholm. This one's pretty much almost finished, I think. I would say it's 80% of the way there. I really love the formula. I use it all the time if my lips are really dry and I want a color, then I'll go for this because it is quite hydrating and very forgiving. And even if you've got cracked lips, you can't really tell what the kind of formula it is. And then the next one that I want to use up after that one finishes, if I finish it by the quarterly check-in, I want to use the Revolution Matte Lip in Gone Rogue. I'm using it now, and ever since I've got it, I've pretty much been non-stop using it. I also like using some of my highlighter and popping it onto my lips, so that's what I have. Oh, I wanted to include something. I don't know if I included it in my video, so I'm just going to include it now. I want to also mix up my highlighters, and I want to finish using up the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. You guys can see that I've used quite a lot of it now. It's like been through the wall and the lid is broken, but this is like a really good everyday highlighter, and I do want to finish this up before I finish the maryloumanizer one. And super affordable, and I really love the champagne kind of color it gives me. It reminds me of a cheaper version of the Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. I think that's pretty much everything that I have. This is going to be my project pan stash with my face products. I haven't included skincare because I've actually finished a few things and I'm looking to replace it, but next year I'll do a project pan on my skincare. And once I need to get my routine kind of fixed up because I'm trying out some new things as well there. But yeah, that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful, and if you're interested in seeing how I pan these products over the next few months, what I use up, if I, change things up or whatever, I hope that you'll be interested in staying along for the journey with me. Let me know down below in the comments what your stance is on panning or makeup in general. Do you buy a lot of makeup? Do you use products first and then buy new products? I would love to know what you guys think. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day or night to watch this. If you're still watching till the end and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really love for you to do so. It means so much to me. And don't forget to also turn on all notifications so you can see the videos that I post and you don't miss a thing. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!